Hey, welcome to McDonald's. How can I take your order? Yeah, hey, can I get a Big Mac meal with some chicken nuggets and a strawberry milkshake? Okay, Big Mac meal. Can I also get an apple pie and... Timmy! Calm down. Alright, one apple pie. Anything else? Yeah, and I'll also take one Happy Meal, thanks. Okay, sir, that'll be $15.99. Will that be cash or... Grr. Yeah, I'll use card. Are you alright? What the fuck are you doing? Dad, what's going on? Oh, no, it's nothing to worry about. It's just my Therian shift. I can feel it. I'm shifting. Okay. Can we get our food at least? Yeah, just 1 minute. Dad, I want to go home. Yeah, we're leaving now. Now, at this point in time, I don't think there's anything on the internet that can surprise me anymore. I mean, I've been doing this for such a long time that I don't even think the weirdest communities can make me raise an eyebrow. Undertale fans making incest foot videos? Yeah, big whoop. JJK fans getting yaoi hentai permanently tattooed on their body? Just another Thursday. But a community that I will never understand, no matter how many times I try. No matter how many definitions I read, no matter how many times I study it, it will just never make sense to me. And that community is, of course, Therians. And I've already made the perfect trilogy on this topic. I've studied, researched, and picked the iceberg of this community. So if you have no idea what a Therian is and you haven't seen any of those videos, I'd recommend at least watching one of them before watching this one. I mean, in the last Therian video I made, I dug so deep I discovered the history, lore, and origin of how Therians were made. It's Greek, by the way. Greek mythology. Myth, as in not real. And I also covered how they will attack you and threaten you with bodily violence if you disagree with their ideology. Ah yes, these people are very peaceful and wish to harm no one. Therians can claim that I don't know what I'm talking about, but I am very well versed in this topic for some fucking reason. I couldn't study for my anatomy exam back in college, but I know the exact date that Therians came to exist. The word originates from Europe in the early 1900s and defines Chinese folklore about men turning into wolves. And yes, I know it's pronounced Theriantropy and not Theriantropathy, but Theriantropy sounds like a fucking disease. And I don't give a flying fuck about how you pronounce this shit. But the modern day Theriantropathy that you find on TikTok can be defined as 3 different things. 1, people who are spiritually connected to animals and proceed to act like said animal and call it a stereotype. 2, people who believe they were an animal in a past life and proceed to act like said animal in this life, to which there is so many things wrong with that. And 3, people who claim to non-physically identify as animals and also claim that it is not a choice. Which makes no fucking sense because you choose what you identify as and you can't change core characteristics. Kinda like, I don't know, being a fucking human. So if you now decide to identify as something that isn't human, it is a choice. You are choosing to do that. Nice job, dipshit. But those are the main 3 reasons why people are Therians. But of course there are other reasons, like people saying that they have a soul of a cat and they need to act like one, or that they have DID and one of their alters is a fucking dog. Anything. They will say anything to make it seem like what they're doing isn't ridiculous. So which is gonna be one hell of a feat because use your eyes, man. Look at this shit. And people can say, oh my god, they're just children. You can't say that about children. Really? Children? Some of these lot are 15, 16. Most people figure out to stop playing pretend by the age of 9. A lot of them are way past that. You wanna know what I was doing when I was 15? Making anime YouTube videos on this channel. And I knew not to pretend to be a fucking dog. But yeah, surprise, surprise. Being a Therian is fucking weird. We all know this. Well, us with sense know this. But I did close the Therian chapter of the story because the arc was over. There really was nothing else to add at that point. There was nothing else to say. The 3rd video was basically everything that needed to be said. I thought that the Therian saga was over. And I was wrong. Because one day I was just chilling, eating my lunchly, washing it down with some Prime, listening to that new advocacy. And then I came across this video. I was making a video and I caught a shift on camera. Now I've seen this word shift be thrown around a lot in this Therian community, but I never knew what the fuck it meant because when I was actually looking into this stuff, that word had no definition. It wasn't in any of the Therian definitions. So I just assumed it was a quadrobic trick that you learn or a Pokemon attack you can equip, I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't care because it doesn't matter what it is, it's not gonna be fucking real. But as this video goes on, it becomes very clear what they mean when they say a shift. Oh yeah, right. Oh no, she shifted. Oh no, she shifted. Okay, well let's just hope she comes back to normal because shifting is very real and very scary. Oh my god, very scary. Fucking twat, my days. Now I'm assuming here, well, none of it's fucking real anyway, but I'm just gonna take a guess. When you shift as a Therian, you go from having the mind of a human to having the mind of an animal. And these shifts are supposedly involuntary. To which, yeah, sure. But if you sit down and think about that for more than 0.3 seconds, that doesn't make any fucking sense. How the fuck can your human brain switch into being an animal one? That has never been a thing ever. That is not fucking real. But that's just my understanding of it, and as we all know, I am just a silly human, okay? I could never understand the complex nature of being a Therian, because being a Therian is very complex, and Theriantropathy is very complicated, and I could never understand it because I'm just a human. A silly human who does not shift, so I could never understand. I can never understand. So to try and get an inkling of an understanding, a 0.1% of Therian knowledge, I turned to the most reliable source on the internet, TikTok. Because TikTok never lies ever and never spreads misinformation and is 100% reliable every single time. So let's see how TikTok answers what is a Therian shift.
Therian shifts. Therian shifting is a phenomenon some Therians experience. According to Therian Nation, a Therian shift is any temporary change in mentality, mood, sensory perception, or spirit that causes a Therianthrope to feel more instinctual or animalistic like the Theriacide in a non-physical manner.
So in simple terms, because that was pure Therian yap, which I am fluent in, by the way, shifting means going into animal mode. They think they get animalistic instincts and get the mindset of an animal, and if you're having a hard time believing that, then you are honestly underestimating their delusion.
Today I will cover as many types of shifts as I can. Mental shift. When a Therianthrope feels a change in mentality towards their Theriatype, this can affect thought process and behavior. I am a fox now suddenly scared of other humans.
You get scared of other people when you turn into a fox. Like real life foxes do, right? Because real life foxes do that. You know what else foxes do? Shit! In my fucking yard. Oh, another fun fact. You know what else foxes do? Eat their own shit. If your mind really did switch into a fox, you'd be doing all of that. Not the little quirky run on all fours, no, you'd be doing everything foxes do. Like eat birds alive and breed with other foxes. But the reason why you don't do that is because you don't have the mind of a fox, you bellend.
Shifts can be controlled or involuntary. I personally cannot intentionally make a shift happen.
Okay, so you're telling me, right, that if you're in the middle of an exam, hall, and then you feel the urge to shift and you just shift in front of everyone and turn into a fucking fox. Oh wow, man, that must be hard to live with. I can't imagine the pain, the struggle, the suffering.
A common misconception is that all Therians hiss and bark at people. This is not true.
Right. I guess I'll just take your word for it then and distrust my own eyes.
Phantom shift. When a Therianthrope experiences phantom limbs, a sensation of feeling their Theriatype's physical features without them really being there. I feel the shape of a muzzle on my mouth.
When are we finally gonna sit back and say that this is fucking insane? You feel a fox muzzle on your mouth? Are you alright? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? You are a human being. You're a human. There is no muzzle there. You are fucking nuts. You're nuts. You're telling me you can feel a fucking tail? You can feel the ears on top of your head? You can feel the fucking fur? I can't believe my fucking ears and eyes. I can't believe what I'm hearing. When you shift, you can feel the muzzle on your face. Oh lord. Oh my god. I'll say this right now. I don't actually care if you're a Therian. I don't give a shit. Like if you're making dog masks at home and running on all fours at home and not recording it and not posting it online and not doing it outside, I don't care, because no one can see it and no one can judge you for it. Granted, I do think this is very fucking weird and I don't believe in any of it. You people aren't spiritually connected to anything. This is just roleplay and has nothing to do with the spiritual medium. Quadrobics isn't an official sport anywhere and is further cope to push this delusion. And most importantly, you are way too fucking old to be playing pretend like this. It is fucking embarrassing. It's one thing if you know this isn't real and it's just a weird hobby you have like furries do, but you actually think that you can shift in your brain to a different species. You have lost every inch of your mind. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I always thought Therians were odd. I always thought there was something wrong there, and I still do. But at the end of the day, when they take the mask off and they stand up straight and they rip the fucking tail of their ass crack, and when all the cameras are finally off, I'd like to imagine that they'd get on with their day like a normal human being. Well, that's what I thought until I heard this wanker say he can see the fucking muzzle in front of his eyes, and the phantom shift is causing him to see animal parts and feel like an animal. This level of delusion needs to be studied. I never thought I'd see the day where human beings actually regress on their evolution timeline. But here it is, the modern generation. The worst thing is, I have seen literal monkeys make more neurological sense than whatever the fuck is happening here. A Therian shift. No matter how many times I say it out loud, it will never not sound retarded. I still can't believe this is a real thing. Fucking hell. I caught a shift on camera. I was trying to hunt my plushie, but I was supposed to film a video with it. I was confused because of the camera, I think. And then she claims to wake up from the shift and be very confused of what just happened? I was supposed to record a video and then I just woke up and I'm hunting my own plushie. Do I even need to say anything at this point? Like, do I even need to be here? Any rational human being could watch this video with their own eyes and see that this is fucking ridiculous. You're not 5 years old anymore. Stand up. You wanker. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, listen, I'm here to help, alright? Blink twice if you need help, because you was held at gunpoint to make this video. There is no way you made this of your own free will. Imagine your family sees this. Imagine your friends see this. If I posted this and went to school the next day and people saw it, I'd fucking kill myself. Now, I don't actually know because I don't have a dog, but do dogs even act like that? Like, I'm not a professional by any means, but I'd assume dogs would be a little bit more aggressive than that and use it for much different purposes than just tapping it a few times. And they wouldn't stay perfectly within the same frame of the camera and signal to when they're done. And more importantly, dogs wouldn't set any of this up in the first place. You wanna know why? Because they're fucking dogs, they don't care. And mimicking their behavior and thinking you can genuinely be a dog is just fucking weird. But it just gets even better, because not only do they play pretend as dogs, but they even buy and actually chew on real fucking dog toys. Nah, I'm just joking. That last part was a joke. No one would actually do that. Come on, why did you actually believe that? No one would chew on a real dog toy. That's just disgusting. Oh, fuck me. After doing this for so many years, you'd expect there to be a point where you just get used to weird stuff like this. Fun fact, you do not. What the fuck am I looking at? Stop demonizing us. I'm not reading all that. I lost my patience for this community 7 months ago. No one's demonizing you. You're doing it to yourself. I didn't force you to put a dog toy in your mouth. I didn't force you to record this video and make yourself look like a dumbass. You can't blame the internet for calling out weird behavior when this is weird behavior. And side note, this can't be good for your teeth. Dogs have a much stronger bite force than humans do and a much bigger mouth frame. How is this fun to anyone? So alongside the brain damage you have because you genuinely thought this was a good idea, you're also gonna have some serious dental damage. And also the spinal damage from running on all fours, and the wrist damage from the impact, and also the social embarrassment. How much do you have to hate yourself to actually want to do this? But from my understanding, having a Therian shift is something that you can't control, okay? It just happens. You don't have any say or input. You can't dictate whether it happens. It's just very convenient that whenever someone has a Therian shift, it just so happens to happen on camera. And they always stay within set frame of the camera. I mean, that's very convenient. You'd assume that a mind of an untrained dog would just run and chase the wind the second they got free and not stay within the frame of the phone, but okay. At least they're staying consistent with the fact that you can't control it, right? Right, guys? Consistent, because that's what the Therian definition is known for. They are very consistent with the fact that you are unable to control whether you have a Therian shift or not, right? Therians, we can all agree on that. You can't control this, right? Right? Come shift with me. Huh? What's this? Rah! I've got my eye on you. Oh, this is so fucking cringe. Do I have to watch this? Do I have to read this shit out loud? My days. Hello there. Yeah, because that's what a dog would say. Whatever. I'm not making that fucking sound. What's this? Hey! Barking at it. Oh my god. Oh. I was under the impression that this is something that you can't control. I don't know, guys. I'm starting to think this isn't real. I mean, she's clearly sitting here and entering animal mode on purpose. You can kiss my ass, you fucking wank stain. None of this is involuntary. This is as crystal clear as it gets. This is obviously roleplay. Because if involuntary Therian shifts were real, then you wouldn't be able to dictate when or where it happened. You'd be shifting at work or at school or while fucking driving, and not just in a random forest or in your house. You'd be shifting anywhere and everywhere, which you obviously aren't. Ugh, I feel a shift coming in, but I have to hold it back till I at least get off the bus. It's like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. How old are you? Fucking hell. If it's anything older than 6, then this is fucking embarrassing. Honestly, I hope the F wasn't supposed to be there and you misspelled the word shit, because I'd rather shit myself on the bus in front of everyone than do whatever the fuck this is. And whenever I go to the comments on these videos, people are actually somehow relating. Bro, this happened all the time when I got out of my shift. My hands would look like paws, and then when they didn't, for a second I'd be like, where are my paws? Why don't I have paws? It hurts. I also shift. I'm an albino white jungle cat, and I aggressively attacked my pig plush and ran around with it in my mouth on all fours. My shifts are always aggressive. Every time I do get a shift, it's often gone really far. Like, it'll start, but then I see my hands and I'm like, wait, These aren't paws. Oh, yeah, that definitely happened. Yes, that is a thing that happened. And this stuff just goes on and on and on with a bunch of people talking about their shifting experience. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, mate. It's one thing if you play pretend and act. It's another thing if you genuinely start to believe it. The amount of mental backflips I've seen Therians do to defend this stuff is unreal. This isn't simply just getting exercise and going outside. This is you being fucking delusional. You actually believe that your mind can switch to animal mode. That is not normal behavior by any means. Look, okay, if you're actually dumb enough to be a fucking Therian, then whatever, fine. You like to act like a dog, who cares? Do it at home. Don't post it and don't fucking run outside and do it. Just keep it to yourself, okay? Trust me, no one wants to see any of this. And stop acting like this is some kind of spiritual belief that you can't control, okay? It's not. It's just a really fucking weird hobby you have. That's it. And if you come outside and do it, or if you post it to thousands of people online, people are going to say things. Sometimes nice, and sometimes not so much. And I would know from first-hand experience because I am also a Therian. I like to do quads and I'm a part of the Therian community. I'm actually a cow Therian, and whenever I do shift, I tend to milk myself. And the other day I was in public and I shifted. I can't do it. I can't do it. Being a Therian is very hard, you know, the milking stuff, it's very difficult to keep an active social life with my Therian shifts. I hope the Therian community will take me seriously because being a Therian is very serious stuff and is nothing to joke about. But yeah, man, this Therian shifting stuff is very real. I mean, I experienced them. A lot of other Therians also experienced them. I think it would be very helpful if the rest of the planet decided to actually accept Therian shifting in public. You know, it would be nice if you could accept us instead of saying it is inappropriate for you to milk yourself in front of other farm animals, okay? That's just a bigoted mindset we don't need anymore. Oh well, Therians being dumb on the internet. I am not surprised in the slightest. But anyways, guys, this is in fact the end of the video, and if you liked, please leave a like, and if you didn't, then feel free to degrade me in the comments. And if you made it this far into the end of the video and you aren't subscribed yet, Kodoksuruka. Oriwa kudos! But while I'm here, I just want to give a quick shout out to a few people, actually. Shout out to Mr. Candy Bar, who says he likes his cheese drippy, bruh. And to Rob, I don't know, 10, I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Blue the Meow, who says Maruk's so juicy is fun to watch, high-key. Kitsune Dev, who has a very common Tourette, which makes them donate. We will pray for you, bro. And Ori_03 with the dono. But thank you guys for all the donos. I genuinely do appreciate it. And if anyone else wants to give a super thanks, I will read it out at the end of videos. But with all that said, all my links and socials are in the description. Feel free to follow me on anything. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. But until next time, make sure to drink your water and get enough sleep at night. Okay, goodbye.
No, I gotta keep my fire on, fire on, fire on, fire on. Damn, my whip, I'm flying. That girl on my left, that bitch on my right on. Damn, your heels, they so high, yeah, get your height on. Yeah, smoke that